Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Venus, which is the planet of love, romance, connection, relationship, will be in the Leo zodiac sign and will move in Purva Phalguni Nakshatra. Now Purva Phalguni Nakshatra starts at 13 degree 20 minutes in Leo after the Magha Nakshatra and continues for another 13 degree 20 minutes. That means till 26 degree 40 minutes in the Leo zodiac sign. It is one of the twin nakshatra. The first part is Purva Phalguni and the second part is Uttara Phalguni. Phalguni or the Purva Phalguni means the former one, and this is basically the initiation of relationship. So you can understand like this, that Purva Phalguni is the love, the affection, the charm, the beauty, whereas Uttara Phalguni is the final translation or giving meaning to this emotion, which is marriage in this case. So Purva Phalguni means initiation of a contract, beginning of a work, something that is making you more comfortable, something that is giving beauty, art and new direction to life. Let's understand in brief what this Venus transit means with respect to all the chaos that is happening around other planets. Please subscribe the video among family and friends so that the word of astrology spreads, and this also gives YouTube algorithm a notification that this channel and astrology is important. Please subscribe and also comment your views in the comment section below, because it can act as a forum and others can gain experience. For consultations, you can drop me an email, and for Instagram, Telegram and WhatsApp channel, the links are in the description box below. Let's understand Venus transit in its own nakshatra. The deity associated with Purva Phalguni Nakshatra is Bagga, a deity that represents marital bliss. And the planetary connection to this nakshatra is of Venus itself. That means Venus is going in its own nakshatra, in its own dimension, in its own space, in spite of being in a hot zodiac sign of Leo. It is more like the joy of money, the joy of being a king. You are enjoying the court, you are enjoying the dance and the music and the art and craft. And the taste for music, the taste for literature is very high and very strong. This, if it is powerful in your chart, that means if Venus is powerful in your chart, can manifest in a very beautiful expression, can give you relaxation, can give you good health, can make you more creative, can make you look and feel good, therefore giving you more and more confidence. But if Venus is negative in your chart, then this will act as a healing transit. This will act as a relief. Obviously, if something is already positive, Venus will make it further more positive. But if something is negative, this Venus transit will at least bring it to 0 or at least above 0. So it is more like a neutralizing transit for people who have negative Venus, like Venus in the 6th house, Venus in Virgo, Venus with Rahu, Venus with Ketu or Venus with Saturn. But Venus can behave negatively in this transit if not controlled. If your desires are not controlled, if the lust is uncontrolled, then this can result into negative translations. This can increase the Rajasic element in the mind, and therefore you can run after money, you can become greedy. You can be too self-obsessed, especially for people who have Moon and Venus conjunction. Now, this is a nakshatra which is not negative. This is a nakshatra which is more about, the Amrit. It is more about the inherent power, the ability to act and perform. So anyone who is a performer, anyone who is into art and craft, anyone who is into luxury, anyone who is into branding, advertisement, anyone who is connected to media, basically Venus related works will see great boost. But wait a minute. Don't you think that the planets that are moving around Venus are in a very difficult shape? Never see a transit by singling out one planet. Venus will move in this nakshatra to once every year. Whenever Venus will go in Leo, Venus will be in Purva Phalguni. Will it give same result in transit every time? Basically no. Why? Because first of all, you have to understand that if Venus is moving in Purva Phalguni on 17th of October, Purva Phalguni lies as a nakshatra, lies in Leo, which is ruled by Sun. Sun was in eclipse on 14th. On 14th of October, there was a solar eclipse from Virgo, and Ketu, which is in the Libra zodiac sign, was eclipsing the sun, which means that the tendency of jealousy, greediness, uneasiness, willingness to act, react to situation, giving knee-jerk reactions can be self-destructive, especially in relationships. Your expression should be extremely articulated and controlled and humble. Otherwise, these expressions can act as kataksh, that means like a violent threat, and that can hurt someone's emotion and relations can break. It will just take an instant. Also, if you observe that Rahu will be entering the Pisces zodiac sign from Aries zodiac sign. That means from the 9th house from Venus, Rahu is entering the Pisces in the reverse order and going into the Ashtama Bhav, 8th house from Shukra, in Revati Nakshatra, the nakshatra where Venus gets exalted. That means this Venus would want you to become supreme, to look best, to achieve best. And I'm not saying that this is wrong, but if this is the only reason why you're alive, or if this is a motivating factor, that by competing it with another soul who is also in the same train as you are, is like you want to reach a bogie ahead. Like from the compartment A1, you want to go to the compartment A2. Relatively, you are ahead, but all of us are in the same train. I know it's more philosophical to think, not so practical, because in practical life, everyone wants to win and compete, and that is absolutely fine. In the mundane world, the way the world has been created, it's totally fine to compete and win and enjoy that victory. But then, at what cost that victory is coming? Are you pulling someone down to reach your new heights? Then definitely the karma will not spare you. Rahu is crossing the Gandanta, and this means that this Venus has tendency to bring extramarital affairs, controversies throughout the society, and will create false narration in the relationship, and there will be doubts, stubbornness, there will be nagging behavior in case of many people. So in any case, if you think that you are falling for this, or if you are getting these kind of emotions around you, be careful. This is a negative aspect of Venus in Purva Phalguni, because Venus in Purva Phalguni can become reckless, carefree. He is enjoying. Doesn't matter what is happening around you. So you can be too careless for your own good. So don't be in the zone where you are, overseeing things, not focusing on the red flags and just going ahead just because you feel it. Because sometimes you feel, there's a gut feeling, right? Don't trust your gut feeling too much at this point of time. On the other hand, see what's happening in the 3rd house from Venus. Too many planets crossing Ketu. Too many planets going into the Libra zodiac sign. Sun is also down. See, this is the time for prayer. This is the Navratra time starting from 15th of October for 9 days. And then in November will come Diwali. So this is the time when Venus goes in Purva Phalguni. You should pray to Ma Durga and Ma Mahalakshmi. Why? Because Durga will help you. Praying to Goddess Durga, Ma Durga will help you to purify your energies. Whereas praying to Ma Mahalakshmi will help you gain the positive strength and remove the darkness away. That should be the sole duty of each and every individual at this point of time, apart from whatever puja or upasana that you are doing. If that is also difficult for you, then help someone who is in need, because Purva Phalguni is about toy, joy, gaming, enjoyment, luxury. Help someone who is crying smile. Take away someone's sorrow. Share the pain, share the load, and that is what will be your role in the society. From the health perspective, this is the time where you will have to be very careful about sugar, diabetes, or any lifestyle related issues, because lifestyle related diseases will suddenly rise during this time. You may just rush to join a gym just because you want to impress someone, but that won't last for long, because Ketu, in coming from the 3rd house to 2nd house, wants to make you believe that investment is good, and so you will drain your money. Don't fall for this illusion. Whatever steps you want to take, there has to be a concrete and sustainable energy to it. Otherwise, if it is not sustainable, you will lose money like water flows out of a drowning boat. So now, if you see that when Venus goes in Purva Phalguni Nakshatra, on one side it is giving you a lot of security, happiness, but on the other side, what's happening around Venus is making you troubled. Maybe what's happening around you is pushing you towards comfort. Like there is too much of chaos around you. So let me sleep. Let me enjoy. I don't want to care. You have to deal it case by case basis. In certain cases, this will act as a relief measure, but in certain cases, this will be too careless approach. So you have to be your own judge and observe what's happening. Otherwise, Saturn, which is retrograde right in front of this Venus, will keep on poking Venus until 4th of November. And you will keep on getting the negative feedback. And maybe you are comparing your looks with someone, your money with someone, your health with someone, and you are feeling sad about it. And to make yourself happy, you take the artificial way. Do not take the artificial way. Use this power of Venus to establish a better connection with yourself and establish a better connection with people around you. The best thing to do, use the energy of Rahu in the 8th, Ketu in the 2nd, Sun, Mars in the 3rd to detoxify and remove what is negative. Only then the true Purva Phalguni characters will rise and will give you that happiness, that beauty, the joy, the money, the luxury. And Uttara Phalguni will make sure that you live happily with what you have. True management of resources. People who are looking to marry during this time should be careful. And you should be careful and you should find the right muhurt and do necessary upaya. And also, the subsequent transit of Venus in Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra will also result into making whatever decisions that you have taken this time become concrete. And you will start getting the results of it. Because later on, Venus will go in Virgo zodiac sign, being in Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, and will show you the reality, the hardships of marriage. Sometimes in the relationship, you might see that things are all glorified, all beautiful, but the moment you see the reality, it is not as beautiful as you have imagined. So there's a difference between the utopian world and real world, and that is what this Venus wants to teach you. Sometimes that beautiful imagination helps you to think better and reach a better place. But if you lose that practical touch, if you lose the grounding, then you are destined to fall because you have lost the connection with the ground. So meditate, do grounding meditation, pray to Ma Bhagavati, Ma Durga, and focus more on your own personal lifestyle. Now, who will be mostly affected because of this? Anyone who has Venus influenced chart. That means if you're Taurus or Libra moon sign or ascendant, if your majority of planets are in Libra or Taurus zodiac sign, if your moon is in Venus nakshatra, if Venus is with Rahu, Ketu, Saturn or moon, or if your ascendant is in Venus nakshatra, if you're running a Venus Mahadasha or Antardasha, you will be affected the most. For everyone else, this will be more like a general wave of emotion, and you will be forced to commit mistakes by overlooking facts. So if you are practical and if you are checking facts before taking action, you are good to go, and then you can enjoy your life, because enjoyment do not get stopped by any planet. It's just that planets want that you should follow the path of dharma and then live your life the way you want. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.